know? I feel like it's never a bad thing to jump into something a little extreme when you're in a rut or something like that. You know, just get in shape a little bit.
Oh my God, do no one look at me, Cody Ko.
I hooked up with Cody Ko when I was 17 and he was 25. Yeah, it happened. Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17, and we still went and hooked up.
Cody Ko has finally broken his silence on the Tana Mongeau allegation, setting the agenda for the coming weeks. The popular YouTuber and podcaster's recent response created a firestorm on the internet, heavily dividing it, with some fans supporting his move while his staunch critics remain resolute in their criticism. What did Cody Ko say, and how is it affecting his current reputation in the industry? Grab a seat while we serve you some hot tea about the man himself. Hey, I'm Kat, and welcome back to Rumor Has It.
I feel like it's never a bad thing to jump into something a little extreme when you're in a rut or something like that. You know, just get in shape a little bit.
A few weeks ago, Cody Ko's world came crashing down as many fans lambasted him for his allegedly horrible past. His friends, associates, and acolytes also distanced themselves from the podcaster, leaving him to face the music alone. Many fans expected the outspoken creator to issue a response to explain the situation and probably save his face and reputation, but crickets. Cody said nothing, leaving his fans on tenterhooks. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into almost a month, but the Cody Ko camp issued no statements. Well, fans can finally rest assured as the 33-year-old podcaster has finally issued a response. It might not be what fans expected, but it is still a response if you consider the context of his actions. Cody has resigned from his position at TMG Studios, allowing his co-founder, Noel Miller, to run the affairs of the fledgling new media company. Prior to his resignation, the studio's YouTube channel lost about 300,000 subscribers as his fans showed their displeasure at the turn of events. Aside from fans leaving the channel, Cody's last video has been flooded with criticisms and dislikes after Mongeau's allegations. Cody Ko and Noel Miller put out a statement regarding the former's exit from the channel, but the message is only available to premium subscribers. Fortunately, we've got our hands on the message, and a part of it reads, "As we enter into the next phase of our studios, we wanted to let you know that Cody will not be involved in the day-to-day operations at TMG Studios." What has transpired over the past few weeks is a personal issue for him, and Cody wants to remove any effect this is having on your personal and professional lives and the work you and the other hosts have done to make TMG Studios so successful. Many fans interpreted Cody Ko's exit as an admission of guilt, even though the letter didn't directly address the matter. They thought the podcaster was so ashamed and guilt-ridden that he thought it wise to exit stage left before his shame dimmed the shine of the podcast. In their opinion, he would have fought the allegations in the public space and probably sued Tana Mongeau for defamation. However, his silence and exit from TMG Studios meant only one thing to some people: he was guilty. Many were disappointed in Cody Ko for his past indiscretions, even though they hadn't heard his side of the story and they claimed they didn't have to. Cody's exit from the podcast was all they needed to make up their minds. Others even felt his resignation from the podcast was a face-saving measure, but he would secretly still earn money from the studios. According to them, the letter only stated that Cody Ko wasn't going to get involved in the day-to-day running of the studio. It didn't categorically state that he wouldn't work with the podcast in a different capacity. Thus, it's likely he was still with the company, but wasn't playing any active role. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The company hasn't responded to requests of whether Cody was still with the studios or not, which raises some eyebrows. Many feel that TMG Studios is being dishonest with its fans by claiming that Cody wasn't getting involved with the day-to-day running of the company and refusing to clarify what they meant by that. They think that the content creator is still with the company, albeit playing a non-active role behind the scenes, which wouldn't put him in the direct sight of fans. Interestingly, it appears some YouTube channels have realized TMG's alleged games and decided to remove or edit Cody Ko from their channels. For example, the YouTube channel Cut has removed all their videos guest starring Cody Ko on YouTube. Also, several YouTubers familiar with the embattled founder of TMG Studios, like D'Angelo Wallace and Brittany Broski, have distanced themselves from the whole situation. This is what D'Angelo Wallace had to say.
None of your friends, nobody on your level, nobody in the commentary niche with enough pull is willing to admit that this situation makes you look terrible.
Brittany's response was quite surprising given the frequent collaborations between the two. She wrote on Twitter, "I'm crushed to learn about the Cody allegations. If it's proven to be true, then that's extremely upsetting as a collaborator and longtime fan. I find all of this disturbing, inappropriate, and just flat out disappointing." Many fans thought Britney's statement betrayed her friendship with Cody and called her out for being disloyal. They dragged her on Twitter for days, calling her all sorts of names. However, others also came to her defense, explaining that Britney was just avoiding legal drama and protecting her reputation. After all, no one wants to be associated with a criminal or a sex offender, let alone a guy who'd mess around with someone underage being 8 years their senior. Moreover, given the gravity of the situation, the whole brouhaha could have major blowback that might affect Britney's career. One Britney fan wrote, "The way y'all are dogpiling more on Britney Broski for saying, if proven to be true, to avoid being sued for defamation while still calling his actions disgusting, more than the actual man, is brain rot at its peak." Another also commented, "Somehow Britney Broski, Tana Mongeau, and Kelsey Kreppel are the focus of the Cody Ko fallout. How are you all making the women the center of a situation that a man is said to have created? Keep the heat where it needs to be." Speaking about Kelsey Kreppel, the wife of Cody Ko, we've heard nothing from her since Tana Mongeau's accusations. She hasn't released any public statements, and sources close to her have remained tight-lipped on the matter. Her social media handles have been busy, however, posting links to the episodes of her podcast Circle Time. However, none of the shows address the allegations or her views on what is currently happening in her home. Cody and his wife, Kelsey, recently welcomed a baby boy in January of this year. The couple posted some pictures of the baby on social media with the caption, "Our little guy arrived last week and everyone is happy and healthy. We feel like the luckiest people in the world. We love you, Otis. I have no doubt Otis will have a successful social media career one day." So now we can only imagine how a mother with a 7-month-old baby is feeling about the accusations leveled against her husband. Mind you, their marriage is only 1 year old, having tied the knot at the Sands Hotel and Spa in Indian Wells, California on February 4th, 2023. And to make matters worse, Tana Mongeau described Cody Ko's during the now infamous interview.
The smallest. Oh my god, did no one look at me, Cody Ko.
And we all know some men's egos are tied to the size of their. So you can probably imagine the shame Cody felt when he finally heard that clip for the first time, coupled with the fact that he had an amorous relationship with an underage lady. Now, let's multiply that double embarrassment by 3, and you'll have a fair idea of what his wife might be going through. It's one thing to have your husband accused of sleeping with someone underage when he was an adult, but to have the whole internet laugh because of your husband's little buddy is a whole other level of embarrassment. Despite the fact Tana's been talking about this for years to no avail, the wheels seem to finally be spinning on this becoming a well-known situation, especially now that we have some solid evidence backing such an accusation. Tana's implied that Gabby Hanna had told Cody she was underage before the pair had even hooked up, so by all accounts, the allegations imply he knew when he did it just how young she was compared to him. And D'Angelo Wallace had found a clip of Gabby Hanna recounting the same story, save for there being no identifying names. Some fans feel that Kelsey should file for a divorce, given the seriousness of the allegations. Some even dare to suggest that there might be other victims in the shadows, like in the case of Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby, but are afraid to come out. They think the boat is sinking, and therefore Kelsey should file for a divorce before Cody drags her along with him to the bottom. Others also feel that nothing has been proven yet and that Tana Mongeau could be making things up. After all, we live in a society where the law assumes innocence until proven guilty. No one has presented any concrete evidence to support the allegation, not even Tana herself. No receipts, no pictures, just words and hearsay. So for now, it's her word against his. Now, this isn't to suggest Tana might be lying, but we can't rule that possibility out, especially when the court hasn't tried the case yet. Cody has only been tried in the court of public opinion, and interestingly has been found guilty even before seeing any evidence. Well, for now, we can only observe the headlines to see what happens next. But hey, that's all from us. Now it's your turn. What do you think about these allegations? Who do you believe? Do you think Tana's been telling the truth? Do you think Cody is in the right? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. We love reading your thoughts, and remember to subscribe for the latest on the gossip, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!